Okay, clarifier one. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this so that you guys understand what this means that have been through this training. Tie some emotion to what you're doing this for. We'll go into this more detail later trainings. But you got to have some sort of emotional tie to what you want out of this. And it's got to be more than a BMW or money or this is fun, right? There's got to be a bigger picture. This will develop as you develop. Okay, so here's the point. And you heard Cowery up here earlier. He said it's simple. Okay, he said it's a simple system. This is the filter that I would recommend you guys kind of keep in your head. Just in general, every prospect you talk to, they're going to consciously or subconsciously ask themselves these questions. Okay, they're going to sit there and they're going to say, okay, whatever you're doing to me, you're promoting this challenge, you want me to join this challenge, they're going to ask, can I do this? Probably the number one most important question. If what you're doing, they sit there and say, I can't do, are they going to sign up in your business? Yes or no?
No.
Yet you'll see industry experts that have been doing this for 25 years go out there and do 4-hour-long presentations, right, and then go tell that person to go do a presentation. Is that person going to be able to say, I can do this? No. So whether they consciously connect the dots or not, they're not going to sign up, they're not going to do anything because it's not simple. Okay? That's why we do everything DVD-based, because everybody can press play. Okay? It gets us over the most important question. Do I have time to do this? Okay? Would I be willing to do this to my friends and family? Okay, you got to think about this. The reason our message works so well, you heard Nick say it in the beginning of started training, it's simple, it's social. It's, hey, have you heard of the Body by Bye Challenge? Yeah, I just started it. My goal is to put on 20 pounds in the next 90 days of lean muscle. Or, hey, my goal is to lose 10 pounds over the next 90 days. Those are simple conversations that most people are comfortable talking about in their friends and family social circles. Does this make sense to you guys?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if you're having conversations that are not comfortable, not going to work. Okay? And then the smart people are going to say, hey, can this be done without me? In other words, if you're really going to build a business, isn't the point for it to grow without your time, effort, and energy? Yeah, right? So this is the filter that we use when designing a system. So someone says, yeah, I can do this. I got time to do this. I'd be willing to do this to people I know. And eventually this can be done without me, which means it's going to scale. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So it starts with the first circle, okay? It starts with you. We're going to just review the fundamentals that we just went over in the Getting Started training. You'll hear me use this acronym a lot just as we work together in moving you guys through the career path. GSA. It was basically J. Paul Getty. You guys know who J. Paul Getty is? Mm-hmm. Right? What's over here on the 405, right? The giant monstrosity of the Getty Museum, right? Getty was the first recorded billionaire in the U.S., early part of the 1900s. And that would be when like $1 billion was, who knows what that would be in the equivalent today, like $1 gajillion. And he wrote a book called How to Make $1 Billion. It was like, and the whole concept of the book was GSA, which basically stands for goal, strategy, action. Set a goal, create a what? Strategy, and then apply action. If you don't accomplish your goal, don't give up on the goal, create a new strategy, and then apply action. If you still don't do it, create a new strategy, and then apply action. That's the whole formula, right? So GSA, here's the concept. Here are our goals we just talked about. Goal number 1, get your product for what?
Free.
How many customers?
3.
Okay, or at least how many times your total your kit? 3 times. Real easy. Okay, do that before the end of the month. Okay. Note that you never are required to do this. There's nothing in our comp plan that says you have to go get your product for free. There's nothing that says you have to have 3 customers. Okay. You can hit the top of the comp plan, make infinite income without a single customer. Okay. But I'm going to tell you, I would make this a cardinal rule for your organization. Like, as you start to develop this, like the first thing, you got to help people get their product for free. Can we do this?
Yeah.
Step 2, become a rising star. We just talked about that by the end of the month. And then step 3, help other people do the same to become a BMW. That's the whole business model. Okay? Very, very simple. How many of you guys, your goal, let's be honest in the room, how many of you, your goal is just, I want to get my product for free and be a rising star by the end of the month, and you'd be happy with that? And be honest, that's cool. Okay, that's awesome. How many of you guys are actually ready for RD by the end of the month? Okay, wow. Okay, cool. Okay, so Nick went through this. How many tools did he tell you to use before the party?
2.
Why did he say use 2? It's important enough to know.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It just generally will take 3 things in front of somebody for them to actually do it.
A person has to see something at least 3 times to make a buying decision. Okay, so we are not the ambush company. Okay, know what I mean by that is you're not throwing a party, inviting everybody over, and then ambushing them. Hey, let's watch a video. Like that's not right. That is not a challenge party. Okay, We want people that have been through the information, are interested in learning more, and are coming down to learn what this is all about. You would rather have 10 people in a room that want to be there and know why they're there than 50 people in a room that just got invited down and then got slammed with a video.
Right.
Sort them out. Okay? Now, if you don't take the time to use the tools, your challenge party closing ratio is not going to be as good as the rest of the company. Okay? Here's what you're going to get. If you do not screen people through the tools beforehand, they may sit there and they may be excited. Like, this makes sense. They may know 1 million people that could lose weight and get fit. They may have the best list in their mind. But at the end of that, here's what they're going to tell you. It looks interesting, but I got to go home and think about it. You guys have heard that one before, okay? And the reason is, we don't like being closed as people. We don't like being sold, okay? And especially our first time, okay? First time seeing something. So you have to get people making those decisions before the challenge party. They've seen it. By the time they're coming down, now they're ready to decide if it's something for them or not. It can't be their first exposure. I promise you guys, if you don't take the time to do the tools, you're going to get, I got to go home and think about it, or I got to go home and talk to my wife or significant other. You're going to get that a lot, which just makes a slower process. You want to get all that out of the way on the front end, so by the time they're in your house, they know why they're there, and they're ready to decide if they want to be a customer or a promoter. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so tools. Okay, actually I'm going to go through, we'll go through that in a minute. We can go through, we'll go through now. Okay, here's the best place for this, myvistore.com. That is our kind of tool and merchandise and apparel site. You guys can go check it out. But if you want Success Magazine, so you guys have seen our Success Magazine, you get them there. If you want the media kits, you can get them there. We have taster packs, which are the little taster samples, which are great. We also, all of you guys will have your own website. Okay, use your Body by website. Do you guys know what your website will be? Your username dot what?
Oh yeah.
Body
Bodybybuy.com.
Okay, good. So you guys got it. So whatever your username you create, .bodybybuy.com, that's going to be your primary site. You'll notice that in Vinet you have a lot of websites.
Yeah.
Okay, that they're for different things. You'll worry about that later. But the one you want to focus on is the one that says username.bodybybuy.com. Okay, that's the one you want people to understand and really start to give out. You'll worry about blog sites, landing pages, all that other stuff later on down the road if you want to. Okay, so your website. We also have the Byline. How many of you guys have listened to the 4-minute pre-recording? Okay, I would do that before you go to bed tonight. So in here you got the Byline website. I would save this to speed dial on your phone. Okay. For those of you guys that are watching, I'm holding up the Getting Started training. Byline 507-726-3700. Josh, can I ask you to maybe try to get some air in here? Because I know it's really hot. I know the air conditioning's off.
Yeah, I think it's
I think this is plugged in.
Where did I see that?
Track it.
Just this.
Okay, so Byline is good, website is good, samples are good. People ask me all the time which one's the best. It really doesn't matter, okay? It's just get them through something. Personally, I like the magazine, which isn't up here. This is the old one. I like the Success Magazine and samples. To me, the Success Magazine, if I can get someone that magazine and I can get them tasting the shake, I mean, it's a home run, but they're probably going to be local in order for them to do that. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Awesome, good deal. If there's someone out of area though, you may be putting them on a Byline or you may be putting them to your website. That's all fine. And then obviously 3-way calls with uplines. These are all tools. Does anybody have any questions at all when it comes to like tools? Do you want to chime in on anything in terms of tool usage?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think the website's the website and the Byline. I think they're both two great tools. I mean, definitely you should send someone the website. In my opinion, for sure. That's one major tool. But yeah, no, the tools have been great. We've been using them and we love
stuff.
them. Right.
Is there something in particular on the website that you want them to look at?
Well, the beautiful thing about our website is there's nothing to look at except for videos.
Right at the top.
Intentionally, there's nothing else there. There literally is no other link or button on the website. There's only one button on the website that says join. There's join, there's opt-in, and there's 4 videos. And the reason it is like that is because the only thing we want them doing is watching the videos.
Yeah.
You know, Blake, I really like how you have all this different marketing collateral, and you can choose what you bond with, like what really gets you.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you attach to that, and when you talk to people, you're sharing something you already love. They're going to feel that. They're just not going to see it. They're going to feel it. And I love, like Blake loves the magazine and the sample pack. and everybody has their own different one. But I think that's cool that you get to choose.
Yeah,
Right.
you guys pick. I mean, whatever's comfortable for you, and it might be different strokes for different folks, right? Some people are more touchy-feely. Neighbors, let's go out there and make a shake. Some people are going to be out of market, and you just want to get them in front of a website and a byline. Point is, put them through at least how many?
Two.
Okay. You want to add something, Kari?
No, just saying,
Oh.
pick two and party.
Yeah, pick two and party. Pick two and party. Pick two and party. Okay.